Hey fellow geeks and YouTubers, I'm Trey Guillotine. Let's geek out. Tis the season for a lot of TV shows to either be renewed or be canceled. Specifically, there's some big news both on the Marvel front and the DC front that I'd like to talk about. Shows that are being renewed are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I was never worried about because Season 2 has stepped up in a huge way. It's been fantastic, so I had no real doubts that it would be renewed for Season 3. But the big news for renewals is that Agent Carter will be renewed for a second season. This is fantastic news. The first season was great. Hopefully in Season 2 we'll see a much stronger SSR. We'll see Peggy Carter in a more leadership type role of the SSR. But ideally, I think what would be amazing to see in Season 2 is if the SSR that we see moves out of the telephone company office that just has the one secret door, and we actually see the SSR and Peggy working out of the old SSR base that Fury has, that he gave to Coulson at the end of Season 1, that they've used in Season 2. So I'm really hoping that we get to see Peggy Carter and the SSR working out of the same headquarters that Coulson and S.H.I.E.L.D. are working out of. It would be a great small way to connect the two shows, to keep Agent Carter still relevant and connected to the greater MCU, because it is well removed from the rest of the movies and shows. And as we've learned from watching Game of Thrones, only death pays for life. The spin-off from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that was going to star Agents Bobby Morse and Agents Lance Hunter, that's been canceled, or at least put on the side for now. They're not going forward with it, which I honestly think is a good thing. We really had no information about what this show was going to be, aside from it was going to have Bobby and Hunter, which, given who those characters are, kind of gives me the idea that it would have been kind of a S.H.I.E.L.D. Black Ops show, which I feel about that the same way I originally felt about Agent Carter. Having two S.H.I.E.L.D.-centric shows running at the same time is kind of redundant, and maybe just a little too much. Hopefully that means Bobby and Hunter will stick around for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they're great characters, they were great additions to the cast, Mac as well, so I'm really hoping that they stick around and we get to see them in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. The big, very sad news for DC is that Constantine has been canceled. This show has kind of been on the chopping block for a while, and I guess it finally happened. Which really sucks, because this was the one DC television show that I thought was really good. It wasn't perfect, but it was really good. It did a lot of things right. It had a lot of really good stories. Matt Ryan as Constantine was fantastic. I know there are a lot of people going around trying to find ways to bring it back, possibly through Netflix, possibly through Sci-Fi Channel. I know Stephen Amell has said that he will do a guest appearance on Constantine if they bring it back, and that he feels they should cross it over to the rest of the DC TV universe with Arrow and Flash and the Legends of Tomorrow, the other spin-off coming from Arrow and Flash. I don't think that's the right way to go about bringing Constantine back, just because, and there's a personal opinion, I don't think Arrow and Flash are good shows. I don't. Having Constantine kind of go over to that universe, I worry that it would kind of taint Constantine and make it not good. Maybe canceling Constantine is a good thing, because just like Arrow, I thought Arrow had two great seasons. The first two seasons I was hooked in, and then the third season was awful. Maybe the same thing would have happened to Constantine, that they would have one good season, maybe even two good seasons, but by Season 3 they would just kind of ruin it, and it would become more like a superhero soap opera like the rest of the DC TV shows. I'm definitely sad that Constantine's been canceled, but I think getting Agent Carter kind of softens the blow. I'd also like to take this chance to announce this month's Funko figure giveaway. This month I'm giving an Imperial Biker Scout. Personally, growing up, I always thought these stormtroopers were the coolest. Leave a comment on any of my videos that will be put out in the month of May. So this is retroactive, so any of the videos before this you can add comments to, and any of the videos after this you can add comments to. And at the end of the month, I will pick a name at random, and whoever is picked will win this Imperial Biker Scout. What do you think of these cancellations and renewals? What shows are you sad to see canceled? What shows are you glad to see renewed? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on all the internets, and subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. Thanks for watching. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.